Hey guys, it's Sharon with Little Britain Company. Welcome to my channel. Well, as you can see from the title, I wanted to show you what I made this month, and I'm laughing because before I gathered it all together, I was thinking, man, I didn't really make a whole lot this month. And then now that I'm looking at the pile, I feel like I made some stuff. But I did not smash my complete packs. So I want to show you what I have left before I get too far in. This is the Baking Spirits Bright. I don't have the title page anymore because I cut it up so that I could use the title for it, which is in here somewhere. But I have some left. Mostly it's just sort of scraps. I have a couple of these pieces that I think are 6x6. And then a whole bunch of these scrap pieces. And let's see. Then I did, oh, and I have the full page of stickers left. I have not used these. I may go back into some of my stuff and add a few into places where I think they would work. So that was that one. Then the Santa Claus Lane, I really only have left partial cut-aparts here. Oh, I do have a few cut-aparts in that one. And then a little bit of paper. That's not even paper for this pack. That's from a different pack, I think. Maybe. Anyway. No, it's this one. And so that's Santa Claus Lane. And I don't have a huge number of stickers left from that pack. And then the third one that I worked on was the Oh Holy Night, which again, I believe I cut up the front, but I do have pretty much the whole sticker sheet left. And then I have a lot of this one, well, ish. That I know doesn't go with this one, but it was with some of the stuff that I was using. So I have, I think, 2 full sheets and then this big partial sheet left of the Oh Holy Night. So no, I not fully smashed. I'm not going to say they were fully smashed. I sure gave it the college try, but I was also bringing in a few other pads to work with some things that I was doing. So I ended up combining several other ones that I was using, such as, let's see if I can get this one out. Show you this one that I used. So I used this Silent Night Recollections one. I love this one so much. I think it's beautiful. I have a ton of lists left, quite frankly, a lot. I think I've only gone through about half the pack. So I'm going to be making another one of my Christmas journals with this month because you all said yes, you wanted to see a tutorial for that one. So that one is definitely coming. And with the same papers. And then going on sale. So, okay, so let me move this stuff over a little bit and then I'll show you what we made. Okay, I made a little bit of that's about all I have. Let's see. I'm going to start with kind of the biggest thing and show you. I'm just going to do a quick run through of these. Maybe I can make a little bit more room. Put this guy over here. There, we can kind of see. So this is the Christmas planner I made with the cinch. I love this one. The papers, everything. So I gave it a pocket. I'm just running you through these really quickly. And then I did sections. All of this is composition. I basically just took a composition notebook and broke it down and then rebuilt it so that I could make it into this. I will try to remember. I will remember to link all the videos. Any videos that I did with these. This one actually has this cute little envelope for whatever you need it for. And then everything has pockets front and back. So there's that one. I'm going to start moving them off the table once I show you. I made 2 of these. These are flat. The reason they're doing that is because they open up completely flat. So I made 2 of these little legal pad note holders. And then they open. They've got this extra flap. They've got a place to put notes or whatever you would like. There, and a pocket here. I think I did them each slightly differently. And then this envelope is, and you could make another pretty one. I wanted to use just this one, but you could certainly make one to go on here. And then I do like that it folds completely flat because I like to lean over when I write. That's just me. So I did that one. I'll show you this most wonderful time of the year one. This one, I put the pocket on the outside and the envelope on the inside and gave it a label. So they're slightly different. Okay, I'll put those over here. Let's see, what else did I make? I made a tiny 1-page wonder. I thought I made more than one, but if I did, I don't know where I put it. But this one had a waterfall. So let me open it up for you guys. I mean, it just keeps going. So plenty of places for pictures and memories. This has a pocket. There's a pocket here. And there's a pocket here. And then we've got our little mini waterfall. Teeny tiny, but a 2x2 picture does fit on here just fine. So I made that one, and that was actually because I had made some of these before. This was the tutorial to show you how to do the waterfall. And I gave this one a cute little tie. That one. Let's show you these. Okay, so I made 2 of these little albums. And they're meant to be more recipe keepers or just keepers. Instead of putting recipe cards, and I put a bunch of different tags in them because you could also use this just for that. If you wanted to fill this up with some different tags that you found so you could carry it with you somewhere. Sometimes I'll go to a friend's house to wrap presents or travel somewhere to do presents. So, and I also just put the different cards in here that would act as recipe cards on both sides. So these are accordion pockets so that you have plenty of room, because right now there's tons of room left in there. So there's that one. I was liking these. Put that ribbon back on. And then this cute one. Let's see. And with this one, I did go ahead and make these. These are intended to be your recipe cards. They unfold so that you have plenty of additional space to write, because my recipes never fit on something like that. I don't know. So I made 3, I think, for each pocket. So I think there's 6 of those in there. And you open it up and you've got even more on the sides. Golly, I think there's 12 of those recipe cards in here. And then you have tags. These tags are cool because these are meant for like your jam jars or labeling your food, your gifts. But the tags are in here for gifts. And then you have bigger ones. Yeah. So there's that one. So the 2 recipe keepers. I wanted to do more of these. I really wanted to do one of these with the Baking Spirits Bright, and I may have enough to do that. Maybe I'll do it next month. I'm trying to go in the order, but I think I'm completely out of order. I made one of these cute little books. These cute little books. It's a notepad, but it just has a lot of different spaces in it. I gave it several pockets in here. And I think it doesn't have a huge amount of paper sheets in it. This is the one that you saw, the leftovers in that page, because I needed to use, I needed to go into 2 other collections to have enough actual paper to do this. And I'm trying to remember, I think it was Grace. Oh my God, I can't think of her name. Just something with Grace. Who was using this exact same one. She's in the Paper Smash collab. Creations by Grace, maybe? But she was the one who pulled out this pad to use with this collection. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have that pad. I can use that. Great. So many thanks to her. So what I also made were just, oh my goodness, so many of these bigger notebooks. How many did I make? Okay. I made 1, and they're all basically, other than the front and back, they all are just literally just a notepad. Nothing fancy or schmancy in there at all. These are just notepads. Pretty ones. So I made 1, 2. I broke this one I broke into lots of other collections because I think it was before I had seen which one she used. 3. I love these. I just love the simplicity of them. 4. 5. I love that one. I wanted to make sure you could see all the angels. 6. 7. 'This one I was just trying to do something a little different. So the outside paper inside. 8. 9. 10. 11. 12. 12 of these. This one I added some of the little, can you see those pops? And then I had a chance to use some of the Mary and Joseph paper, which was very cool. So, okay, so 12 of these, I think all but 1 have 100 sheets inside. There was one of them that only has 50 because this one only has 50 because I didn't have any more of my wire when I was finishing it up. I didn't have the right size, so I had to change my sizings. Okay, let me move those out of the way. Because 12 is a lot. There you go. Okay, and I made my little Christmas folios here. These were fun. So these are straight from file folders that I had picked up. These were really fun to make. So there's all sorts of stuff going on in here. It's a great little place to gather documents or information, or honestly, it would be really fun. This would be really fun to have for as your Christmas planning, just to put additional like tickets and things in. And the very back, I added in papers for either drawing or note-taking or whatever. Not a huge amount, but enough, enough for people to put some stuff in there. So there's that one. And then this one. And again, it's got the pockets. It's got tucks in here. I feel like there's one in there. This one has a double pocket. And again, it has the paper section. So these were like just little mini notepads. It definitely could be used as little planners. Because I was really into my planners. This time around, I tried my hand at some of the traveler notebooks. I do have a laminator, but I wanted to see if I could make them without the laminator and still have some waterproof coverings to them. So this was the one where I used just the poly folders. And I did make a summer one. I think it's the only summer thing that I made. So each one has the little notebooks, and then this one has the single folder. And let's make it December. I think that, let me put you in a little bit so you can see that a little bit better. This is so cute. This one was also with the Baking Spirits Bright, so that was fun. Not that paper. I didn't have enough to make the folder for that. That was a combination. I think that was a combination of papers. That was not Baking Spirits Bright. That was Santa Claus is Coming to Town. And then this one, I actually added a little something, something on the front. I was starting to get a little fancy. This one I made with this big pocket, which is super cool because you really, let me grab if that's the right size, but it is a very big pocket, and that's just because it came from that side that had the pocket built in. So I made this one, and then I think there's your folder. And I think that, yep, this one had multiple folders in it. So I think I made 3 folders to go in here. Yeah. Here's another one. Just so there was, this one has a ton of space. Now, on this back, that's a little bit harder because I couldn't seal that. Although I suppose you could, if you have one of those little sealers that works with, when you open a bag of chips or something, you can seal the side of it. But I just decided to use a cute little paper clip. I need to decorate my cute little paper clip. I think I'm going to add a flag to it. But that works just as well. And then you're going to close it up. So I made those traveler journals. Oh, they don't fit in the box that I have for them. And then I made the Baking Spirits Bright album. I love this little guy coming down here. He's so cute. And with this one, there's a little opening here. This one opens for your pictures. And then that's the closure. These open a side, kind of a little side waterfall. And then you've got a belly band. All of them have a top. Get this one out. All of them have top pockets, which have different cards in them. I just think it's a pain to put the cards, but there we go. And then this, so in this one, I love this. So you take the little tabs and you open, and then it's got these great pages. I did not add a bunch of embellishments to these. Again, belly band, because I just did a repeat pattern. I will be doing another one of these also, probably not in the holiday, because I'm going to show you in a few minutes what I'm going to be working on next. And then this one again is cute little side Lots of space to do all sorts of things. And then at the end, you have one more of your little pockety openings. Very big. Lots and lots of room. So as pictures go in here, of course, as those things start to go down, this will need that expansion. Meant to grow. It is meant to grow. And I did put an extra long ribbon on here just because I like the look, but okay, and so there's that one. Put that back down there. And then the last thing I did, which I have not done any tutorials for, and I just finished these. I'm really excited. I made 5 of these adorable little, what do we call these? Notebook. Oh, that's not the last thing. Let me show you these before I do that. I made these cute little, they're not quite a shadow box, but these really cute little pictures using some of the Oh Holy Night. I wanted to showcase that. Wanted to give it a chance to really shine. Okay, so I made 5 of these cute little notebooks. They're kind of like notebook junk journals. And although I had seen this on other channels, the queen of this is Carolina with Carolina Crafts. And that is where I finalized what I was doing, really, because although we all have our own take on it, she is definitely inspirational with these. So I'll show you really quickly. They are similar but not the same. They have different papers inside. So each one has the vellum. Then I used, a lot of what I used were old Christmas cards. So I like to go to thrift stores and pick up the unused Christmas cards they have there and use those. So there are 10 pages in between. Got little, I didn't put anything in there. I have to find something to put in there. It's not going to be a difficulty because I have a ton of pieces that I made and I just did not need them all. So I didn't think I needed them all. So each one of these has its own little pocket. It's cute. And then I have journal cards and let's see, little fold outs. These were just super fun. Let's see, there's more. So just little journal cards, and then so I'll go through those kind of quick with this one. And then tags and tucks, and it's very full. These are very full, so festive. And then yeah, these are super fun to make, I will say that. I was inspired. These just have a couple of little taggy things. Okay, and then there's that one. And there's this one. I was very lucky, and I used a bunch of different papers in here. I was trying to use up some of what I had, but I was very lucky with the vellum. I found a pack of vellum at some of the sales at Ollie's. So that was exciting. This one's really cute. It's a little tag there. And then got the little piece here. I just included little gingerbreads in throughout. This is a pocket. So this is kind of like a pocket within a pocket. I thought that was kind of fun. And little just extra pocket throughout. And another tag. Another pocket, and done. And yeah, I was very lucky that I had, this is some recollections paper that was working perfectly with it. This is actually just the top of the sheet. The rest of the sheet was all this, and it's in some other things, because I ended up using a lot of this recollection series with, and that's another card, with what I was doing. So that's the bottom half of that. It worked out really nicely. Just simple little. And then more tucks and pockets and cute. So, and then belly band in there. And this one I put in that cute little card piece at the end because I love it. I think it's beautiful. And that would be, I think that it would be a great way to use up your cards that you want to keep, but you want to find that there's glitter. This little tool is a tool ribbon, and that glitter is coming off on everything. Drive me crazy. Okay, so this one, you got your hot cocoa. Love that. Little tag. And of course, you've got your little pocket. And let's see. Yep. So this one has, oh, there we go. Has the little pocket. These to and froms were actually in one of the recollections. These were some of the recollection cut aparts. So this one gets one of these. This, by the way, is a series from a Christmas card. They were all on the front of the card, but far enough away that I could use them, which I loved. So back here, we've got the belly band with that beautiful Christmas tree hidden. I really like that. The Christmas tree is kind of hidden until you pull it out. Put it in straight till you pull it out and you see that beautiful tree. And then you've got the candy canes. That's a whole different thing. And this actually is a little card. I made a bunch of these, but I didn't want to overwhelm. And the back has another one of those kind of trees. And near the end, warm wishes for you and yours. So that's it, guys. I wish I had been able to finish all of the packs, but can only do what we can do, right? So I hope you liked it. I hope you found some things that were interesting and fun. And if you haven't subscribed, I really hope you decide to subscribe, because there is so much more to come. So that was everything that I made. I'm going to grab the ones that I'm hoping to fully smash for the month of August. Okay, so I'm crazy, and I'm who knows whether I'll come even close to being able to smash these, but let me show you what I have coming up. So I wanted to work some with the Wizard & Company paper by Echo Park. I think that this works well sort of in general for people who love Harry Potter, but it's really nice at Halloween, I think. It's just because it's not too Halloweeny. So I think this is really cute. I am really looking forward to this one. And I think that's where we repeat. So I want to work on that one. And then, because I really am crazy, I'm going to work on smashing these two Halloween packs. So I have Halloween Fun and Spooktacular. I actually have two of these. And I have Spooktacular Halloween. So let me show you. Probably the other one that I didn't grab is the open one, but no worries. So let me take you just quickly through this one. It is so cute. I love the vintagey feel of it all. Love the cut aparts. So I am really looking forward to this one. I love Halloween. My parents used to run our Halloween parties for the church that we belong to. And it was, oh my golly, my mother made them just amazing. So there's that one. And then we've got Spooktacular Halloween. And I think that they're close enough that if I need to, I can kind of switch between them or use them together on certain things. So I may even try, I really think I'm going to try a Halloween travel journal. I actually know people who like to, there's all sorts of Halloween events and things that you can go to at Halloween. There's Halloween events you can go to at Halloween. That was an interesting way to say that. Okay, so since fall is coming, I also wanted to do a little harvest work. This one is literally called Harvest, and this is Cartabella or Echo Park? Oh, Cartabella. I think these are really sweet. So I want to get some of these done. I want to make sure that I have plenty ready for my upcoming, I think I'm already into the next one, upcoming events. It's a lot, guys. So what's interesting though is that these, because of the different size of the paper, let's see, each of these, anyway, I sure have high hopes. I have high hopes. Okay. And because I can't stop working on Christmas now as we start to gear up for the holiday season and those events, I am so excited to work with this one. I so wish that I had grabbed lots more. So this was the Park Lane Holiday. It's just Holiday. I don't think they named this one. Holiday Paper Crafting is the only name I see on here. But this is one of the best paper craft books that I've seen. I love that it's one-sided. I will say that. You get 2 sheets of each. I don't have to worry about the other side. This is so stinking cute. Look how cute that is. So, and some of these are foiled, I believe. So a little bit of background paper. Oh my golly, I love that. I love that color. The coloring on that is amazing. And look at that. This is one of my all-time favorite packs. And there is a big part of me that doesn't ever want to lose it, but you got to do something with it, right? That is the point. Little gingerbread. This would have worked well with the gingerbread things that I was doing. But the nice thing is I have the extra gingerbread paper to work with it. I think that I'm going to make, so I promised everyone that I would make a another of the albums like the gingerbread one I showed you. So I think I'm going to use this one to make that album because I think that would be a fabulous title, front page, cover. I think that would be a really cool cover. Yeah, this is just so sweet. And since that album is 6 by 6, This will all work perfectly. I love that guy. I love this one. So you get these really vintage vibes from some of this. Oh my goodness. All right. And finally, I cut apart page. Okay, but wait, there's more. Okay, and finally, I want to smash this mega pad for back to school. Mostly just because it's August and people are starting to hit back. We are actually back in school. Today's Saturday, so we're back in school Monday. A lot of the teachers were back yesterday, but it was an optional work day and I took my option. So this one is going to be very fun. I am really looking forward to making a whole bunch of different stuff from this. In particular, I'm going to make some little notebooks from here. I know that I want to make some notebooks. I do like that there's some plain papers in here. And I think that's where it starts to repeat right away. So lots to do with this one. And I tell you what, I better get started because there's so much to do. All right, guys, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you next time. Cheers.